sum and difference formulae of sine, cosine and tangent. So these are all the important formulae we need to learn. Sin A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Sin A minus B is equal to sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. The same formula but with a different sign. Cos A plus B equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Cos A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Similarly, if plus comes here, then minus here. If minus comes here, plus will come. Tan A plus B equal to tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A tan B. Tan A minus B is equal to tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. These are all known as sum and difference formulae. Sum irukku alladhu difference irukku. These are all multiple angles formulae. Sin 2A is equal to 2 sin A cos A. Another one form, sin 2A is equal to 2 tan A divided by 1 plus tan square A in terms of tan. This formula in terms of sin and cos. Now, cos 2A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A. Cos 2A is equal to 2 cos square A minus 1. Cos 2A is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square A. This is cos 2A equal to 1 minus tan square A divided by 1 plus tan square A. This is cos 2A in the form of cos square. Cos 2A in the form of sin square A. If you know the sin square value to find the cos 2A, you can use this formula. So, cos 2A in terms of tan is this. Okay. Now, tan 2A equal to 2 tan A divided by 1 plus tan square A. You can see the difference here. It is between sin 2A and tan 2A. Sin 3A is equal to 3 sin A minus 4 sin cube A. Cos 3A is equal to 4 cos cube A minus 3 cos A. And tan 3A is equal to 3 tan A minus tan cube A divided by 1 minus 3 tan square A. These are all the important formulae you need to learn. Find the value of cosecant 15. We have to find the value of cosecant 15. So, I write cosecant 15 as 1 by sin 15. 1 by sin 15 degree. Now, you have to find the value of sin 15, then you can take the reciprocal. So, sin 15. I write sin 15 degree as sin 45 minus 30 degree. Okay, we have to write, we have to split the given value with a known value. Sin 45, sin 30 values therinjada you can write. Isn't it? So, sin 15 can be written as sin 45 minus 30. Now, here you can use sin A minus B formula. What is this formula? Sin A minus B equal to sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. In the place of A, we have 45 and in the place of B, we have 30. So, sin 15 can be written as sin 45 into cos 30 minus cos 45 into sin 30. Now, you have to substitute the values for these numbers and then you can find the value. You should remember the trigonometric ratios. So, sin 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. Cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2 minus cos 45 is also 1 by root 2. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Okay. Now, we can simplify. So, root 3 divided by 2 root 2 minus 1 by 2 root 2. That is equal to root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2. This is the answer for sin 15. Now, we have to find cosecant 15. So, cosecant 15 degree is equal to 1 divided by sin 15. That is 1 divided by this root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2. So 1 divided by this expression is equal to 2 root 2 divided by root 3 minus 1, and this is the answer for cosecant 15. Second question, find the value of sin pi by 4 cos pi by 2 plus cos pi by 4 sin pi by 2. So this is in the form sin A cos B cos A sin B. We can take A as pi by 4 and B as pi by 2. Here it is interchanging. So cos pi by 4 sin pi by 2. So this form is similar to this form. So sin A cos B plus cos A sin B is equal to sin A plus B formula. Okay, so we can write this expression as sin A plus B, pi by 4 as A and pi by 12 as B. So sin pi by 4 plus pi by 12. You can take 12 as LCM. So 12, 3 pi plus pi divided by 12. So 3 pi plus pi, it is equal to 4 pi. So sin 4 pi by 12 is equal to, while simplifying you get 1 4 is 4, 3 4s are 12. So it is sin pi by 3. What is pi by 3? Pi by 3 is equal to, that is 180 by 3, isn't it? And it is 60 degree. So sin 60. What is sin 60? It is root 3 by 2. Now the fourth one, cos square 15 minus sin square 15. This is in the form cos square theta minus sin square theta. Cos square theta minus sin square theta is equal to cos 2a. So here cos 2 theta, okay, cos 2 theta. Here in the place of theta we have 15 degree. So cos 2 into 15 degree. 2 into 15 it is 30, cos 30. What's the value of cos 30? It is similar to sin 60, isn't it? Girls, you should be very clear, thorough about the ratios, the values. Cos 30 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. Third question, if sin A equal to 3 by 5, 0 less than A less than pi by 2 and cos B equal to minus 12 by 13, pi less than B less than 3 pi by 2, find the values of cos A plus B, sin A minus B, tan A minus B. Here the angle A ranges from 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2, which quadrant? That is the first quadrant. 0 to pi by 2, it is the first quadrant. And cos B equal to minus 12 by 13. Here B, the angle B ranges from pi to 3 pi by 2. So which quadrant? It is in the third quadrant, pi to 3 pi by 2. So it lies in the first quadrant and this angle lies in the third quadrant. Okay, so here all ratios are positive. In the first quadrant all ratios are positive, A, S, T, C, that's what we have learnt. But in the third quadrant, T, that means in the third quadrant, tan and cot only positive, others negative. You have to keep this in mind. Okay, now sin A is given and cos B is given. We have to find the values of cos A plus B. You know the expansion, the identity for cos A plus B. Similarly for sin A minus B also. So to calculate this, to find this, we need to calculate, okay, for example for cos A plus B, you need cos A, cos B and sin A, sin B. Both, for all the four values you need. But sin A is given, cos A is not given. But cos B is given, sin B is not given. So you have to find, with this you have to find sin cos A. With this cos B you have to find sin B. After calculating this two, we can find the values of all the three. Sin A equal to 3 by 5. We know the formula for sin, that is opposite by hypotenuse. We need the adjacent value. To calculate cos A, we need the adjacent value. Cos A is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 5, that you know. But what about the adjacent side? So here it is theta, you take a right angle triangle, here it is theta, opposite side is 3 and hypotenuse is 5. You have to find the value of the adjacent side. How will you find this? Square root of 5 square minus 3 square. 5 square, so 25 minus 9, that is equal to root 16. Root 16 is 4. So 4 divided by 5, that is cos A. And as A lies in the first quadrant, there is no need to change the sign of cos. Okay, cos A. Now cos B is equal to minus 12 by 13. As we know, it is adjacent side value and it is hypotenuse value. We need the value of opposite side. To calculate sin B, that is opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite value we doesn't know, but hypotenuse is 13. So to calculate the opposite side, what do? Square root of hypotenuse square, 13 square minus adjacent side square, that is minus 12 square. Minus, okay, it is just 12 square. This minus denotes the value is 12 only. Usually the measurements are all positive. Okay, negative varadu alavugal. So this minus denotes that cos B lies in the third quadrant. So only cos is negative in the third quadrant. B எதில் தான் இருக்குது? தேர்ட் குவாட்ரண்ட்டில் இருக்குது. ஸோ காஸ்க்கு நம்ம நெகட்டிவ் அதனால் போட்டிருக்கோம். ஸோ 13 square minus 12 square. 13 square is 169. 14 square is 144. While subtracting you get 25. That is equal to 5. So sin B is 5 by 13. Now you have to look at the sign of sin B. Can a sign plus sign or minus sign? So B lies in the third quadrant. According to our problem, B lies in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, sign is negative. So it is minus 5 by 13. Okay. So cos is minus 12 by 13. Sin is minus 5 by 13. Now you have to find cos A plus B, sin A minus B, tan A minus B. You know the value, you know the identities and you can find. Now for example, we will find the third one alone, that is tan A minus B will find. The first two are left to you as homework. Now we will find tan A minus B. What is the formula for tan A minus B? That is tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. Tan A. For this you have to find tan A, isn't it? So tan A is equal to sin A by cos A. Okay. So tan A equal to sin A by cos A. Sin A is 3 by 5 divided by cos A is 4 by 5. So 5 and 5 will get cancelled and it is 3 by 4. Similarly, tan B. Tan B is equal to sin B by cos B. Sin B is minus 5 by 13. Cos B is minus 12 by 13. So 13 will get cancelled, minus also will get cancelled. So it is 5 by 12. Now you can substitute the values in this equation. So tan A minus B is equal to tan A minus tan B. So tan A is 3 by 4 minus tan B is 5 by 12 divided by 1 plus tan A into tan B, that is 3 by 4 into 5 by 12. Okay. So we can simplify it. 1 3 is 3, 4 3s are 12. In the numerator you can take 12 as LCM. So 12, numerator it is, so 12 in the numerator it is, you have to multiply it with 3. So 9 minus 5. In the denominator it is 1 plus 5 by 16. So denominator you can take 6 as LCM, 16 as LCM. So it is 16 plus 5, 21. Here in the numerator it is 4 by 12. Okay, so 4 by 12 into 16 by 21, 21 by 16 while dividing the reciprocal, we have to multiply it with the reciprocal. So 4 by 12 into 16 by 21, 1, 4, 3 times, isn't it? So 16 divided by 1 3 is 3, 2 3s are 6, 16 divided by 63, that is the value of tan A minus B. Similarly, you can find cos A plus B and sin A minus B. Fourth problem, if cos A equal to 13 by 14, cos B equal to 1 by 7, where A and B are acute angles, prove that A minus B equal to pi by 3. So, cos A equal to 13 by 14 it is given, cos B equal to 1 by 7, and it said that A and B are acute angles. So, A and B lies in the first quadrant, so no need to worry about the sign, அதாவது plus minus. So, sin A equal to, we know this formula, square root of 1 minus cos square A. Sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. So, sin theta equal to square root of 1 minus cos square theta, equal to 1 minus cos square, instead of cos square 13 square by 14. So, square root of 1 minus 13 square is 169, 14 square is 196. 196 as LCM. So, 196 minus 169, while subtracting you get 27 divided by 196 within the square root. So, square root of 196 is 14. Yes, 14 square is 196. So, square root of 196 is 14. In the numerator 27 is there. I can write 27 as 9 into 3, isn't it? So, 9 while coming out of the square root it is 3, 3 square root of 3. Similarly, cos B equal to sin B, and it is equal to 1 minus cos square B. So, 1 minus 1 square by 7 square, and it is 1 minus 1 by 49, that is 49, take 49 as LCM. So, 49 minus 1 divided by 49, while subtracting you get 48 by 49 within square root. So, I write 48 as 16 into 3. So, while coming out of the root, it is 4 root 3 divided by 7, because 4 4s are 16. 49, 7 squares are 49, so 7. Okay. Now, we have to prove that A minus B equal to pi by 3. So, A minus B we need, either we can use sin A minus B formula or cos A minus B formula to calculate this. So, cos A minus B equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, cos A minus B. So, cos A value, cos B value, plus sin A value, sin B value. Substituted. Now, 13 divided by 98 plus here 3 root 3 into root 3 it will become 3. So, 3 4s are 12, 12 into 3, in the denominator it is 93. So, 13 by 98 plus 12 3s are 36 by 98. So, while adding you get 9, 4. Which formula you can use to cancel it? So, 7 table, okay, 7 7s are 49, 1 7 is 7, remaining 2 28, 4 7s are 28, 1 7 is 7, 2 7s are 14. So, it is 1 by 2, that is cos A minus B equal to 1 by 2. For which value of cos you have 1 by 2? எந்த cosக்கு 1 by 2 வரும்? That implies A minus B is equal to pi by 3. That is, what is pi by 3? Pi by 3 is equal to 60. For cos 60 only you have 1 by 2. அப்போ இங்க 60 தான் இருக்கணும். That is only pi by 3. Fifth problem. 2 tan 80 degree is equal to tan 85 degree minus tan 5 degree. We have to prove. So, first I take tan 80 I write tan 80 as tan 85 minus 5. 80 85 minus 5 nu எழுதிருக்கோம். Okay. So tan A minus B formula, tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A into tan B. So tan 80 is equal to, this is tan A minus B. So tan 85 minus tan 5 divided by 1 plus tan 85 into tan 5. Okay. So tan, now I take this as 1. Now I take tan 85 alone. Okay, because you have to prove 2 tan 80 is equal to tan 85 minus tan 5. So the numerator is no problem about the numerator. Okay, but in the denominator you have to bring this term equals to 1, then only 1 plus 1 it will be 2, and you can cross multiply it and you can prove the given result, isn't it? So I take tan 85 alone and I write tan 85 as tan 90 minus 5, 85 on the 90 minus 5. So it is tan and 95 minus 5. What about the quadrants? For 90 and 180, there is a change in the trigonometric ratio. So tan 90, tan is changing as cot. So tan 90 minus 5 is 5 degree. 90 minus 5, it's the first quadrant. So there is no problem about the sign. All are positive. Okay. So tan 85 is equal to cot 5. Now I am going to substitute this in the given equation 1. So 1 implies tan 80 is equal to, I am not disturbing the numerator, I am writing it as it is tan 85 minus tan 5 divided by 1 plus tan 85 as cot 5. In the tan 85, for this alone I am substituting tan 85 is equal to cot 5. So cot 5 into tan 5. You know cot and tan are inverse function. So both of them will get cancelled. Okay, multiply பண்ணும்போது. So tan 5 and cot 5 will get cancelled. It is 1 plus 1. So in the denominator you get 2. That implies 2 tan 80. 2 cross multiply பண்ணியாச்சு. So 2 tan 80 is equal to tan 85 minus tan 5 degree. Now we have proved the given result. Sixth problem. If cot alpha equal to 1 by 2, secant beta equal to minus 5 by 3, where pi less than alpha less than 3 pi by 2, pi by 2 less than beta less than pi, find tan alpha plus beta, state the quadrant in which alpha plus beta terminates. So cot alpha, secant beta value we have. What about alpha? It lies in which quadrant? Pi less than alpha less than 3 by pi 2. So alpha lies in the third quadrant, isn't it? Pi, between pi and 3 pi by 2. Similarly, beta, pi by 2 less than beta less than pi. So it lies in the pi by 2 less than beta less than pi means it lies in the second quadrant. Okay. To apply the sign, whether it is positive or negative, we need the quadrants. Okay, you have to watch in which quadrant that angle lies. Now we have to find tan alpha plus beta. What is the formula for tan alpha plus beta? Tan alpha plus beta equal to tan alpha plus tan beta divided by 1 minus tan alpha tan beta. Okay, with cot alpha equal to 1 by 2, that implies tan is the inverse of cot. So it is equal to tan alpha equal to 2. It's inverse, 1 by tan the cot, isn't it? Now secant beta is minus 5 by 3. What is the inverse of secant beta? Cos beta. Cos beta is equal to minus 3 by 5. Which quadrant? Beta lies in the second quadrant. So here A, S, T, C. Cos is negative, secant is negative, as well as cos is negative in the second quadrant. So minus exists. Now we have to find tan alpha plus beta. So tan alpha value we have, but tan beta value we need to find. Only cos beta we have. Cos beta is adjacent by hypotenuse. Okay. So here it is theta, adjacent side 3, hypotenuse is 5. What is the opposite side? Square root of 5 square minus 3 square, that is equal to 25 minus 9 root 16, that is equal to 4. So tan beta you can write directly. Tan beta equal to opposite by adjacent. Opposite is 4. Adjacent is 3. So 4 by 3. Which quadrant beta lies? Beta lies in second quadrant. In second quadrant, tan is also negative. Only sign is positive. So tan is also negative. So it is minus. Okay. Now we can find tan alpha plus beta is equal to tan alpha. What is tan alpha? Tan alpha is 2 plus tan beta is minus 4 by 3 divided by 1 minus 2 into minus 4 by 3. That is equal to, here we can take 3 as LCM. So 3, here 6 minus 4. Here in the denominator 1 minus of minus it is plus, 4 2s are 8 by 3. So now we take in the numerator it is 2 by 3. In the denominator you take 3 as LCM. So 1 3 is 3. 3 plus 8 it is 11. 11 divided by 3. Denominator 3 3 get cancelled. It is equal to 2 by 11. So tan alpha plus beta equal to 2 by 11. Another question is asked there. State the quadrant in which alpha plus beta terminates. So alpha plus beta, in which quadrant it terminates? We have to find it. Okay, here two values they have given. Pi less than alpha less than 3 pi by 2. Another one variation, pi by 2 less than beta less than pi. These are the two ranges they have given. We are going to add it. I want to know in which quadrant alpha plus beta terminates. So alpha plus beta, I have added this. Now this pi plus pi by 2. Here 3 pi by 2 plus pi. Okay, so pi plus pi by 2. So pi plus pi by 2. So here it is 2. We can take 2 as LCM. So 2 pi plus pi, it is 3 pi. Less than alpha plus beta less than 3 pi by 2 plus pi by 2. So if I take 2 as LCM, 3 pi plus 2 pi. So it is 5 pi by 2. So the range of alpha b plus beta is 3 pi by 2 less than 5 pi by 2. Where is our 3 pi by 2? Here it is our 3 pi by 2. Where is 5 pi by 2? Here 3 pi by 2, it is 2 pi. 2 pi is equal to 4 pi by 2, isn't it? So 3 pi by 2, 4 pi by 2, this is only 5 pi by 2. And alpha plus beta ranges from 3 pi by 2 plus 5 pi by 2. Either in fourth quadrant or in the first quadrant it has to, isn't it? But the value of alpha plus beta is positive. Tan alpha plus beta equal to 2 pi 11 and it is positive. So here when we are checking the quadrants, in fourth quadrant tan is negative, cos தாங்க positive. But in the first quadrant all ratios are positive. That implies alpha plus beta lies on the first quadrant. Why? Because in that quadrant only it is positive. Here we have two options, but here in this quadrant, fourth quadrant, tan is negative, but we have the positive value for alpha plus beta, so it should lies in the first quadrant only.